What's going on, Gaines Associates? Welcome to a live stream, restream of a new exciting project that we're here. If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm one of the Gaines Associates, along with you, who are always interested in new and exciting projects. It's one of those things where we want to know how best can we find out about great crypto projects that are hitting the market or yet to hit or just brand new. And we want to get into these early. Why? Because we want to all make some gains, get into some good projects with really high utility, great team behind it. And today we are talking about Guardians of the Blockchain, GBC.ai. All the links are down in the description down below. You have some good chances to win some awesome prizes on this live stream. But before we get into this, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button if you're watching us on Telegram or on YouTube or wherever. We would love to have you guys join in on the stream and make sure that you're asking in the chats. Before I bring them on, I have a quick introduction for our boy Will here. He is running a project that's only in the fast lane. Excited to change the game like we got an ankle sprain. Excited to learn. It's now their turn. It's the Guardians of the Blockchain. His name is Will. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, hi there, Aaron. Thanks.
Good to have you, brother. Yeah, if you maybe you could give us a little background of who you are, Will, like coming into crypto, and then we could get into GBC.
Yeah, of course. Thanks. Well, I mean, first of all, again, thanks for hosting me today and having me here. And a big thank you to the Gains community for the support. And we appreciate the confidence showing us. So, yeah, what do I do? Well, I'm a chief commercial officer at Geyser Blockchain. I'm part of a full-time team of 10 and 10 consultants, makes us about 20. And I lead the business development and communications side of the group. So I hope I managed to communicate with you well today.
Yeah, awesome. I think you have no problem with that. I already feel the magnetic energy from you. So
you're very kind.
Yeah, no problem. Well, could you tell me? So you got a team of 10 here. Tell me what you guys are working on. Tell me about Guardians of the Blockchain. Give me the broad strokes of this project here.
Yeah. I'll try not to ramble. People know me for that. So, so we took an experienced existing artificial team, two companies, and by that I mean we had like years of proven experience in artificial intelligence, and we thought let's try and solve some blockchain problems, blockchain technology problems with our experienced AI knowledge. So the problems we're focusing on are security and safety, which, as you probably a lot of your viewers and everybody knows, is a big thing in blockchain, especially right now. It seems like there's news every week of hacks and breach exploits and all sorts of things going on. And we want to assist all crypto users in trying to avoid scams and hacks with our Wallet Guardian app. But we're also building tools for developers to do smart contract audits, and we're going to have something called Bridge Guardian, again, pretty topical, right? With the bridge hacks recently, and Oracle Guardian rolling out next year.
Okay, so let me just see if I could bring that all together.
Yeah.
You've had a long history of AI, working in AI, and you are taking that to solve blockchain problems, and you're seeing that as two primary problems: security and safety. And you are doing that in at least 4 different ways, some of which are already out, some of which are not: Wallet Guardian, smart contract audits, a bridge, and an Oracle safety, audit on this.
Well summarized. Security tools.
Security tools is probably a better way to do it. Security tools. Okay, good deal. So tell me, I think a lot of people can see what you know. We're trying to solve security and safety here, but I think there's a lot of people trying to solve that. What sets you guys different? What sets you guys apart from everyone else?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, if we start with Wallet Guardian, and I'm going to show you that shortly, or we're going to try to, right? Technical allowing. This is focused on preventing like malicious activity, like bad actors. And for us, it's the speed. There's nothing as fast, as easy, and free to use like Wallet Guardian. So that's the first thing there that sets us apart. And then for our smart contracts, Bridge and Oracle Guardians, again, it's speed. It's competitive pricing, because that's more for developers compared to what's out there today, which is a lot slower as well. And again, that's the same as smart contract and as Wallet Guardian, is that it's super fast, and that's where the AI steps in, because it makes it fast. And of course, machine learning. So the more the products are used, the better they get.
Mhm.
So while others are trying to build, and we see a lot of people talking about AI, and there's a big buzzword around artificial intelligence, we're aware of that. But while there's a lot of that going on, and people saying they're putting that on blockchains, we're not actually building products on blockchains. We're building products and tools, security tools for blockchains and their users. And the other thing that's cool is we're proof of stake, we're blockchain agnostic. We can apply our tech to any proof of stake blockchain, whether that be Solana, whether that be Ethereum, whether that be, or now Ethereum coming soon, of course, with proof of stake, or Polkadot, you name it. We're there.
Okay, so I kind of summarized that in four different things. You said, I'll start off with the smaller ones, that you are building it for blockchains, not particularly on blockchains, and that you could be on any blockchain. That's two. This is the second one. Any blockchain, blockchain agnostic. I love this idea. Just really briefly, did you see that stuff about Solana? Can you like about how someone might have hacked their wallets and stuff like that? As someone who's in that space, what do you think about that?
Well, I think it could be careful here, but I mean, it shouldn't be happening. Of course, it is across the board. This is still relatively new technology that's coming to users. I think that there needs to be more responsibility for security for users. It seems to be where we are right now. The industry is trying to push it back on the users to do their own research, but I think it needs to be shared. I think there needs to be more shared responsibility here, and probably I'd say a little bit more responsible. I mean, I'm not going to say it's all on Solana. I mean, there's been issues on other blockchains as well, but I think that the developers, people building out these protocols and building out blockchain, need to take a bit more care, and we're here to try and help at least the users and the builders do that.
Yeah, and I think that's why you're there too, right? It's like this is why you exist. It's to share some of that responsibility, some of that offloading that stuff that people might not even know, and taking part of that on and solving that problem. So those are two things so far. Then you mentioned pricing. I know that personally that Certic charges like five digits, high five digits, 60,000, 70,000. What kind of competitive price? Just round, because it's different for every contract. I understand that in different blockchains, but what are you taking, like a fraction of it, a percentage? Like how?
It won't be. Okay, so it's early days because Wallet Guardian, which is the everyday user product, is going to be, so I'll get into that a bit later, in September, and we're creating a list of users, waiting list now. The smart contract Guardian, it's going to be fractional of that price. We haven't priced it out yet. I'm not going to try and pretend that we have and come up with a number just for the sake of this, but it's not going to be anywhere close to that. But what I should say is we're complementing. What we're going to do is we look at the code and we look for holes, and we help clean up that code so that it's progressive. You don't just build it out and then check it. Smart contract Guardian will go and review and look over your repository, and as you build it out, it's continually reviewing it.
Got it.
So it also means that so if you do go, sorry, Aaron.
Come to it, and then you know it's a whole process, a step-by-step process throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, and the key thing here is that if you do and probably go to a Certic or a Hacken or one of these other big well-known groups, I mean, they're doing we're not competing directly with them, but when you get to them, you have a cleaner code. So you shouldn't actually have a bigger bill.
Oh, well, there you go. That actually makes a lot. So in pricing, that really helps. But the number one thing you've mentioned here, and I think I really appreciate, especially in a fast-paced, growing industry like cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, is speed. And that you've mentioned that that it's with the Bridge Guardian, the Oracle, all your security tools, and that AI really helps with that, with the machine learning, and it adapts and it gets better the more times it's being used. I thought that was really interesting. So one, it's for blockchains, not on blockchains. Two, it's any blockchain. Three, it's pricing, and four, it's speed. Is that about right?
Yeah, that's right. The speed. The data that we use is aggregated, and then the AI basically, I mean, I'm commercial, as I mentioned at the beginning. I'm not a technical guy, but it basically pushes out a result very, very quickly in a matter of seconds.
Got it. Okay. Awesome. So we're excited to hear about that, especially bringing more security to the space. Can you talk to me a little bit about the token in play? How does it involve your whole ecosystem? What role does it play in the whole project?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's really important because later we will be having a public listing too, and we know that investors are very interested in that side of thing, and the gains audience, of course, and the gains community. So obviously, it's access to GBC Guardians, the blockchain products, and there's discounts with staking. That's one of the things. There's going to be claims to revenue distribution, rewards that compensate for referral of higher value users within the network. God, settlement of policy mandated burns. This is getting a bit complicated now. Should get our tokenomics man in, really, not me for this one. So please don't dig any deep.
Is that governance? Are you talking governance?
Yeah, and then we have DAO governance for key policy perimeters that will come in later on a very high level. We can start, for example, we mentioned we're blockchain agnostic, and also when we get into Wallet Guardian in a while, we can have voting towards what wallets to try and integrate with, and not just what chains to work with, and then some discretionary spends on the treasury. It all equates to a value flow, and that's then there's fee collections from our products, there's staking flows for claiming the products and privileges, and a collective value redistribution, really, and from policy mandated processes that are governed by the company DAO.
Okay, I'm not sure what that last thing was. Honestly, what was that?
It's basically the DAO can help. We can have a DAO there, so we can bring out policies and have them mandated.
Okay, so yeah, so more governance. Okay, so I'm hearing that the token involves staking and staking rewards, discounts on your products. It's looking at rewards, redistribution of revenue, governance, some treasury spending, and then this is all powered by like the fee collections and all that kind of stuff. Is that about? Sure. Did I summarize that properly?
You did, yeah. And look, if anyone's got any real questions, they want to go deeper, they come to our Telegram channel or Twitter. Please fire away. We'll be able to get into more detail, show you some tokenomics, and really dig into this.
Yeah, we would love to absolutely do that. Could you talk to us a little bit about the roadmap, the milestones? What's like the next most exciting thing for you, for GBC, for Guardians? What do we have to look forward to here?
Yeah, so the product that we're focusing on right now, there's a number of products that are coming out, which you mentioned to you earlier, but is the one for everyone to use. I mean, literally everybody who's using crypto and swapping, and that's called Wallet Guardian. Now, Wallet Guardian, what I can probably do now, I don't know if this is the right time, Aaron, is maybe to show people how that works. It's a really simple system. What I'm going to try and here do is share a screen.
Yeah.
Aaron and I did try this before. It did work, so we hope it's going to work for you all now.
We're going to try it again.
Yeah. So here we go. And if is that up now?
Yeah, I'll bring it up. There we go.
Is that up?
Yep, you're up.
It's good. Okay. So a lot of you are aware and know Uniswap, and if we look up in the top right hand side of my Chrome browser here, you can see a few wallets. You can see their MetaMask. Very simply, I haven't connected Wallet Guardian to MetaMask. You don't need to connect it. That's the whole point. You don't need to try something else. It's very simple. If you look here, I'm going to just select some ETH, and we're going to swap it into, I don't know what. Let's just try. Right, we swap, and you'll see two things will happen: the normal MetaMask and another pop-up, Wallet Guardian. Scans the contract, and in a few seconds it's attention. Now we're getting to this is we're going into beta with this. Still ironing out some UI, but what this will do is it could be yellow for attention, which it may mean there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but it probably means there's something in there that maybe you should have a little look at. Now, and they're okay, but reasons to have potential things in the contract that may mean you could cause some liquidity. Sometimes there aren't good attention one, but let's do 1 second. I'll just reject. There you go. Typical. It all goes a bit slow. We want it to go fast. If we do something a bit more standard, like, I don't know, USDC, and we swap, and clear, which one would expect from USDC. One hopes. And that is it. I mean,
maybe not USDC.
Let me stop sharing. I'll come back to
Got
you.
it.
Oops.
So let me see if I can kind of break this down. So you've got this I guess this extension that allows me to swap, and then you know, let me see if I can bring this out. I think I've lost you here. Will, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Let's try what we did earlier. Maybe log out and log back in. Looks like we're also getting some questions here. So once we get your feedback, we can do it. I think that's really interesting, guys. I think one thing to note is that it seems like it's just an easy extension, that it's an additional pop-up to the MetaMask. If you're comfortable with using MetaMask and swapping in and out of Uniswap or whatever swap, that seems like just a seamless easeability is really important for me. I don't know if it is important for you guys. Let me know in the comments if it's something that's super important. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting. Will, you there? I could hear you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think while he gets his bearings, this happened earlier, so I have no problem him bringing in. There we go.
Hi.
Hey, Will.
And we tried to come up with a solution, so it didn't happen, and unfortunately that didn't work.
Oh, good. The
But
same
I'm
thing
back.
happened. Yeah, I was just telling the same thing happened earlier. But I was talking about like how easy it seemed like it was. It just popped up. If we're comfortable with using MetaMask in our browser extension, we should be comfortable with using something like that. I thought that was really like graphically pleasing to me, like the wavy stuff. I thought that was really cool. And I was really interested in what it would find. Is there like a report or something that we could find? Like, can we do some snooping?
Well, so what we're going to have here is the free version is that everyone can use. It's going to be very simple, just a warning. And we're saying, by the way, we don't tell you you can't, and you probably saw there, you can actually go ahead and you can transact. It's really for an early warning system. Yeah. So what we're going to have is a premium version, which will come later. So for those that want to dig in deeper, want to find out a bit more, we're going to have like a small subscription over the year or something, and like a few bucks, a few dollars or something like this. And then actually when we bring out Bridge Guardian next year, and Oracle Guardian, we're going to bring versions of those in for the everyday users too. So you'll get that in the premium. However, what we are going to say, and what we are saying, is that be careful. It's for people that maybe don't know how to do research, don't have their time to do research. And then it'll be the usual things. Maybe have a look at that contract, have a look at that token, go into communities, double check before you, maybe FOMO into a coin or a contract. I think, I don't know about you, but I know everyone. I mean, I years ago, even 2 years ago, I was super checking something. I FOMO'd. Someone was saying, go, get this one. It's going to pump. I went in and found out I had a scam contract. The whole Telegram community is like, how did you get the token? Like, it's not, we haven't, and I'm like, oh, I got it. And they're like, have you tried swapping it out? I'm like, sitting behind my screen going bright red with embarrassment and really pissed off.
this cowboy has, because I'm a cowboy rolling into these projects like that. I'm just like, let's go. So
it's like that's why we have the traffic light system.
They'll DM you personally and be like, hey, they opened up a new whitelist, so send money to this contract or whatever, or you'd swap out of this contract. And so that's a good way. I've been there. I think some of us else have, but I think that's really helpful. I have some more questions, but I want to take it to the chat really quick. Big ups to everyone in the chat. Beefire, Cattell, Nobreku, Shabumam, Suman, Cattell, every guy, Beefire, who else here? I saw. Hey, Eiley, so good to see you guys. We got some questions here. I'm going to send them on the screen here. Here's the first question. Does Wallet Guardian support cross-chain DEX also?
It will. It will. So we're early stage. I think, as I said, the beta version of this is going to come out next month in September, and then we should be ready to onboard everybody and get users in October, November time. And initially we're on Ethereum, but that's just the first stage. So it will eventually support cross-chain DEXs.
Yeah. So like Pancake Swap, Sushi Swap, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's not there yet, but like I said, what you saw there is almost like an alpha demo.
Okay, no problem. So yeah, you intend to be on like Spooky Swap on Phantom Network, and all these
That's
ones.
our
So
intention for sure.
cool.
Yeah, and again, what we want to hear from the community is what would they like, and
Yeah.
that's very much we go back to what we mentioned before with the token.
Yeah.
And if you hold the tokens and you're part of the community, you'll very much be able to direct the way we move.
Yeah, I personally already love this project. I mean, just personally, you guys don't take my word for it, right? I'm just a cowboy out here. Just make your own decisions. But I love something like this, something that's easy, useful for anyone onboarding. But that's my personal opinion. Look, I think we've already answered this, Suman. Is Wallet Guardian free to use? I'm going to answer it. Then maybe you could kind of clarify. It's free. There's a beta version. It's not out yet, but there will be a small subscription service for a premium version of it. Is that about right?
That's completely right. And well, for business, well, yeah, I mean, quite frankly, it's if Wallet Guardian is for everybody, and if a business wants to use it, they can.
Yeah.
Then they probably will want to have a bit more information. So that's where the premium will come in.
Everyone's in crypto is in business. All right, we're here to make money, so and to stay
Yeah.
safe, and that's what Guardians is doing. Cattell asked this: is it going to be usable on Linux OS mobile devices like iOS and Android?
We haven't thought about Linux, actually. So a good question, Cattell. It's a bit too early for us on this one. Yes, to mobile devices. That would be the next stage of development. We know that people are using mobile. Again, it's on the development roadmap.
Okay, good deal. We got another one here. How has GBC.ai implemented successful AI integration? What are the notable challenges facing your project while integrating AI?
I'll start in reverse. Another great question. Thanks. The notable challenges, believe it or not, is data. So a lot of people just assume because the blockchain is open, you can pull out a lot of data, which is true. But actually getting the right kind of data sets to train the AI is challenging. So this is actually the big part of our implementation and where our team, experienced data scientists, kick in. We are pulling data from various sources. We're creating our own data sets. We're labeling those. I'm getting a bit technical here, and that has been a really noticeable challenge. And then, of course, preciseness, which is across the board with anyone, and when you get involved with AI, making sure that we're not come out with like too many false positives and all this and all this kind of thing. That's been the most noticeable challenges. Integration. Well, so far, what we're doing with with the first stage, the first wallet, and say it's the first one of many, wallet with MetaMask and Chrome hasn't. I mean, look, my tech guys are probably going to kill me here and say it has been challenging, but it probably wasn't as challenging.
He's the communications guy, guys. He's the communications guy. Yeah. So he's relaying this information from the tech people.
Yeah, I mean that's it was new. It was a fresh challenge. The challenge there was that we didn't want anyone to have to connect to us. But yeah, that's as you saw. I mean, in that demo there, it's successful.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have an audit certificates, or are you working on audit with your project?
Okay, well, we're not building out smart contracts. I know, so there isn't actually a smart contract. As I mentioned, we're not building on blockchains. We're building for blockchains. However, we are aware that we will, we'll get someone to look. We can't be a security company and then not have some security checks on ourselves. So that will happen. We will bring assurances and audits accordingly, of course.
No problem. Do you have an ambassador program?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But Suman, you're the first one.
Oh. Look at that. How do you join? You just ask the question.
Yeah, just come and talk to us about it on Telegram channel. Let's build one out together. You can be number one
in the community. Links.
We'd love that. It's early days. We're building out the community. We really would love some ambassadors. So please come along, talk to us about it. We can build it all out together.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I'm hyper interested in this too, guys. So we're gonna.
You can be number two then.
Me and Will are gonna have to talk about this one. This one is a good question here that I actually have myself. Arif asks, can you explain how to keep your platform healthy and safe for investors, or whether your platform is guaranteed to be protected from hackers? What makes investors feel users safe when working? I think we already asked that, but I'm more down the line of like, how are you keeping investors safe using this project? Like, I think this question is actually asking like, what goes beyond like that little green circle? What makes it turn orange? Makes it turn red? What are the kind of things that you're looking for?
Yeah, great question. It's quite technical what goes on behind behind that nice circle, as you say, and the colors. Um, we look for known and unknown exploits.
Okay.
We look for basically malicious code. We also look in the history. We go back and see what's going on and activity. You know, the potential there for wallets to get drained. Are there again? I'm being very sort of communication and high level here, not very technical, but
No,
are there ways that that any admin could pull liquidity?
yeah. So
Um, yeah,
known exploits. So I'm thinking like a token sniffer. I'm thinking like something like that. It's like use industry standards looking at it.
it's similar to that kind of thing, but of course the AI makes it more, and the machine learning means that we're constantly scanning and constantly looking,
Mm,
and then if it happens somewhere, we see it straight away, and we can then see, and then we get it's pattern recognition.
yeah.
We look for common patterns and new patterns, and the neural networks then start scanning and looking for potentials that we as humans, you know, can't think about really.
Right.
Well, we
Right.
probably
Yeah.
could, but it might take us, you know, a couple of thousand years,
Yeah. I know. Right.
as opposed to a few minutes or you know whatever.
That's right. Joseph asked this question. I'm going to try to answer it for yourself, but you could answer it.
Mhm.
Why come up with a wallet? There are lots of different wallets out there. I don't think you're coming up with a wallet. It's a wallet guardian. It's a plugin for your wallet. Okay, so
Absolutely,
it is not its own wallet. Okay, it's a
it's
wallet
not. It's
guardian.
going to work with wallets,
Yeah.
and it you know, and that's a good. It's a good point, because actually we have got a few wallets coming to us now saying they'd love to collaborate with us and actually help their wallet users, so their ecosystem, be protected. And that's something down the line which I've just given away, which is the next level of development is integration and partnerships.
Yeah, yeah. No, Breaku asked the question I already asked earlier about Salon and Harmony, but it's one of those things that if you want to backtrack, I want to save time and get through as many of these to be sure to
Yeah,
hit that
yeah,
up earlier.
yeah.
Do you issue your own token?
We will.
Okay.
We'll be having a public sale, and we were thinking of doing that towards the end of this year. We would like to do it towards the end of this year. As you all know, crypto markets are not great right now. So we want to get the timing right so everybody is in a win-win situation. We don't want people to buy a token and find the market crashes on them.
Right.
But yes, there will be news of that will be in our Telegram channel, on Twitter, and Gaines will know all about that, of course, too. So yeah, the GBC.ai token will be coming.
Got it. Do you have an NFT line? I don't think we talked about that, so Marion might know something that I don't. What's the role of the NFTs will play in the ecosystem?
Okay, yeah, it's pretty high level. It's at this stage, and it can develop. Thanks, Marion. And actually, I saw your question on Twitter earlier, and I liked it. What we're going to do is with actually what we've got, and you can go to gbc.ai/wallet guardian. Is we've got a waiting list, and the waiting list is for when we go public with Wallet Guardian. People on that waiting list will get an NFT, which is it's a bit like a Pope, like a proof of attendance, just to say like you're early, you're one of the first ones. We've got a comic which is on gbc.ai/comics. And we're taking the art from there. We've got like a fox with some glasses, and we've got some really cool characters we had made for us to explain AI and blockchain in a quick way, unlike I can, not that quickly. And we're taking that. But actually, when I mentioned to you, we're going to have premium version. So with those early people on the waiting list, not only do they get an NFT artwork just to say thanks for being here and being early, but they also will get subscription. So it's going to come in tranches. You'll see it on the website. 1 year, 12 months, 12 months is 1 year, of course, 6 months and 3 months subscription to premium when we roll that out. And then there'll be an NFT that will be tied into that particular subscription as well.
Wonderful. Could you talk a little bit about the premium? How much? What are the advantages? What's the difference between premium and free?
Yeah. So premium is going to give you more detail to the scan. So not just the color, but you can dig in deeper, find out more. We'd like to obviously bring in maybe some education there. I think we're going to have a certain amount of education that's just going to be available so for when people do get those colors on the free version, they can sort of just go, what do I do now? We can say, well, you go and check the contract address and have a look at the community and double check you're not on a scam and look at the official channel, all that kind of stuff we should do, which maybe we don't do. But then the premium version will go deeper. And it will have more information. And as I mentioned, we're going to bring out the Bridge Guardian, and there'll be a user-friendly version of that. So actually, you'll get colors there. So if there's a problem with a bridge that we can find, you'll get colors come up. So you saw earlier the green and the yellow, and there's a red, which I didn't see because we. And not only would you have contract scanning there, but you have bridge information there. And Oracle as well. So that will be the extras. And what we'd like to do, one of the analogies we use is imagine this a bit like an antivirus suite, right? That we all used to now for PCs
like
and Macs.
Yeah,
like a Norton, right? And you know how Norton is like throwing in VPNs, and then they say to you, "Oh, your registry's got a problem, and do you want to fix it?" And then you click yes, and it goes, "Okay, just give us some money," and we give you we're gonna not necessarily say give us some money, but we're going to have extra features within a premium version.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and there's a snippet of information from a phone call I had this morning. I got to hear about a decentralized VPN being, and I was thinking, that could be interesting things to maybe bring into. And that was just this morning. Premium is going to bring out more and more features. I can't say the VPN is going to come out as a fresh idea, but certainly Wallet, Oracle, and Bridge, and all the other GBC products will be rolled into the premium version.
Yeah, I think that's a good example. Like, we saw it live here, but I think like a Norton or McAfee or McAfee or whatever, I think that is like very useful in this type of situation where we're looking at different coins. We might be looking to buy in something new or some, gives us a contract or whatever. So I think that's very helpful. We've got two questions on Twitter that I like to bring up that was earlier.
Yes.
One by @Ventabuy. It seems that you guys have two different types versions of Wallet Guardian, the free version, the premium version. Can you tell us what we'll get if we decide to subscribe to the premium version? It's something that you just already asked, but I wanted to bring that up, so I want to ignore her.
Yeah, and actually, again, I did, I'm not one of those people that just gets on an AMA and doesn't take a look at what's going on beforehand, and I did notice that one. And yes, it's pretty much what we spoke about there. It is the Bridge Oracle warnings. And the extra features we'd like to roll out as we develop. Who knows? Maybe we do get some kind of VPN sort of thing coming there. But the premium version is just going to bring extra functionality. However, the important thing here is that at Guardians of the Blockchain, we really want to help the Web3 community. We want to help not just people in it now. We want to help people coming in that really have no experience, which is why we have got that really simple pop-up UI. No connections, just a white box with a colored thing that says, stop, or maybe you should stop. We're not telling you what to do, like antivirus. You can still download an attachment with the virus if you want to, but it's suggesting you don't.
You can pair of eyes on it, I totally understand. Look, guys, we have to understand that we are early into the adoption of blockchain technology, and so any technology, in my opinion, right, any technology, anything that we could help to add to someone who's brand new to the space feel more comfortable. Because I remember when I first downloaded my MetaMask, I thought you guys were stealing my information or hacking my computer. You know what I mean? Like, no one knows. And so if they could take one of these projects or products and put it on their browser and they get comfortable with using this type of technology, then we start to see some major gains, because we're getting to good projects with good teams that actually have a use case and solution. This is all my opinion. This is why you guys have me here. I don't know. I just got a
it's a shared opinion, Aaron. I've got that the other day from someone who's been around a while, and they're like, "Can you confirm, like, if I connect my MetaMask, can I get hacked?" And it's like, it's still out there from people. It doesn't matter actually, even if you're not a newbie. People are still like that goes back to why I showed you that on that UI. We don't ask for MetaMask to be connected to Wallet Guardian. That was a conscious decision when we designed this product. Was that we don't ask for permissions. We don't. All you got to do is have it in your extension tray, and later, an app on your phone, which is in a later stage. But all you got to do is have that app or that extension, and it will pop up automatically without any connections. You don't need to trust us. You can, of course, but you don't need to trust us to find out if you can trust a contract.
That's right, trustless situation. Also, Sun Lam asked in Twitter, and I'm gonna try to answer this for you because we've already asked this, but just to bring it up again.
Go on, let's see if you got it.
1 to 3 killer features of this project that makes it stand ahead of its competition. And I could give you 4. Okay. 1, it's not on any blockchains, it's for blockchains, meaning it can't be hacked with these blockchains. 2, it could be on, it's blockchain agnostic, it could be on any blockchain. Talk about Polkadot, Ethereum, or wherever, Solana, or wherever, it doesn't matter. It's going to be on, it's currently on Ethereum and Uniswap. 3 is the pricing, especially with the smart contract audits. And 4 is the speed. And that's relation into the AI that takes that Neuralink and processes all that information that's already being used and gets better over time. Did I do well?
So number 1 was the speed for me. So yeah, you did well there. All those things are right. Simplicity, right? I mean, like I said, it's just simple. No permissions, no connected wallets, no data sharing, just a warning. Unless you want to go deeper in. And then you got the other bit there as well. Powered by artificial intelligence, machine learning, it's going to get exponentially better the more it's used. The more users that use it, the better it gets, and that's exponential. But yeah, and you got it right.
Good deal, guys.
God, does that mean I could keep my job as communications person?
You got it, man. You got it, man.
Oh, fantastic!
You hired the most handsome one out of the two of us. Okay, so that's why you got to communicate. They don't want my ugly mug on there. Okay, so
I'm going to go red now. I don't know if my light ring is going to let me go red or not.
That's funny. Gains Associates, thank you so much for joining this live stream. Check out the links down below. Check out GBC.ai for any more information. Get involved in the Telegram channels and all their social media channels, especially if you want to get involved like some kind of ambassador or just even talking with the developers for anything that we didn't get to today. Be sure to check in back with the Gains Telegram later today. Hit subscribe, give us a like. Will, I'm going to give you the final say. Do you have any last words for security in crypto or about GBC or anything? I'm going to let you wrap up the show here.
Yeah, well, again, I want to say, first of all, thanks to everyone. Thanks for everyone's time. Really appreciate it. We're here to help everyone with a safe experience. Yeah, love the ambassador program. That was on the list of things to do. Hey, please come and help us do that. I mean, we're here to grow with you and keep things safe. What you can do right now, if you want to start getting involved with Wallet Guardian, is go to gbc.ai/Wallet Guardian. There's a waiting list, and you can be one of the first 8,888 lucky numbers. And help us grow. Please come to the TG. Please tell us what you think. We want to make a product for you.
Fantastic. Guys, thanks so much to Gains Associates. I'll see you guys my name is Aaron. This was Will, and we'll see you guys in the next